Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show, where we celebrate the power of words and the beauty of storytelling. Join us on this journey as we delve into the minds of successful authors and small business owners who have mastered the art of crafting captivating narratives that inspire, educate, and entertain. Prepare to be inspired as we explore the boundless possibilities that come from sharing stories and experiences that shape our lives and ignite our passions. Through heartfelt conversations and insightful discussions, we uncover the wisdom and creativity that fuel these incredible individuals in their pursuit of greatness. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let the magic of storytelling transport you to new worlds and perspectives. Get ready to be inspired, informed, and uplifted as we embark on this storytelling journey together. Stay tuned for an episode filled with wisdom, inspiration, and the power of words. Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show, where stories come alive. Let's begin this adventure together. Don't miss out on the opportunity to connect with some of the most talented and compelling voices in literature today. Tune in and let the journey begin.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show. I'm Hollis. Happy Tuesday to y'all. Hey, we have a very special guest today and a special show. I know you see the commercials. I know I have a lot. Really haven't really went deeper into it. But do you ever thought about getting your DNA tested? You ever thought about going back deep and see where your family's from? See what it's all about? Well, our special guest today, she did that. She can talk about her results, how emotional it is to do that. Her book is a narrative nonfiction, part self-help, part storytelling, part of our DNA discovery and journey and the stories of others. DNA. It's been around with these new things they can do now with DNA. And out here in Arizona, a little side note, we've been hearing a lot about DNA because of the kidnapping of the Susanna Guthrie's mother and stuff like that. So they're waiting for a DNA testing from a glove. But again, that's another story. Without further ado, let's welcome to our show, a special guest, Leslie Livienberg.
How are you? Good morning.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning.
Outstanding. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know it's your wonderful book, great story, a powerful story, important story. So tell us more about yourself and your new book.
Well, first of all, I would like to say that I am going to be in your area in Arizona in March.
Yes.
For the Tucson Book Festival. I know that's not in Tempe, but in Arizona. So, yeah. But I'm a seventh generation Texan. I have so I'm sure you can tell by the accent a little bit, but I'm from an area called Grand Prairie, Texas. Also Arlington. I went to college at University of Texas at Arlington, and have just lived in the same area all my life. And so I had a great childhood, grew up, didn't have any crazy drama or anything growing up. It's the drama came a little later in life.
Right. Yep. Very good. So you're in Texas, grew there all the time. So I must say you must be a Cowboy fan, because I am a Cowboy fan. I've been 40 years. Well, so kind of throw that out there at you.
We tend to be fair weathered fans, I think, here sometimes. But in Arlington, yes, we have the Rangers, we have the Cowboys, we kind of have it all here in Arlington now. So I like to see them win, but when they don't, I just kind of have to turn my head the other direction. So,
Very good. So. Okay. To your book, what was a wow moment? You said, okay, I got to write this out. Kind of bring us back to that point where you want to put this in print. You started writing because you came up with some emotional things. So you're going to write about it.
Well, I think the true catalyst of what when I decided that I needed to write the book or wanted to write the book was after finding two half sisters and two first cousins in the same area that I live in. And we were all right here together. And I did not find out, I didn't have my true discovery until I'm 62 now. I was right at 58. Mm-hmm. So I think the way that they reacted and the way that they treated me, and still to this day will not meet me, I think it was an aha moment for me, because I thought there have got to be other people out there in the world that are dealing with this exact same issue. And then as I began to meet more and more people, that had gone through the same, not I mean, our stories are all different, but the foundation is the same, I guess, and how most of us find out. So I just, and many people are just afraid to speak up, and I
Yeah.
wasn't ashamed, and I've hurt some feelings. I'm not saying that I have not. But at the same time, my mother passed in 2018, and I had been asking her. I had a lot of clues and a lot of things that had come up in my life that I had been asking. I was asking, and my mom just she stonewalled me, and just over time, I just felt like it was a story that needed to be told by somebody that wasn't afraid to take the heat and to be ridiculed or criticized, but also that could do some really positive things with the message of DNA testing and what we're going through today with it.
Excuse me, I had a cough, so I had to mute my mic. Excuse me.
You're
Okay,
allowed to do that.
so you mentioned about your personal things. I'm 66.
Okay.
I've not met my father in my life. If you walked into the room now, wouldn't know who he is. But
Right.
to me, you want to look when I find that? No, it is what it is.
Right.
My mom, she grew up in South, in Louisiana. She had me young age. So whatever happened, happened,
Right.
and we really never talk about it and stuff like that. She loves me. She loves us four kids, and that's how it is. So, but with the growing rise of home genetics, a lot of people are checking things out. A lot of people are very interested. A lot of people are very curious.
Yes.
How has that genetic testing kit changed the landscape of family dynamics? In your opinion, how's that really bring things out? Pros and
Well,
cons.
it truly opens doors, and that so many people never knew were there. I think everyone deals with the surprise and the journey differently, and that's a lot in my book. That's what I talk about. You have to be okay with where you're going with this. But now, you're seeing more on the DNA testing. We're seeing almost warnings of be prepared, this could happen. That's what's happening. So where a lot of the kind of the fun came from it was people were buying, during this Christmas holidays is the biggest selling time for the DNA testing kits to be out there. And so people were doing it for fun. And that's how all of a sudden there's a person in there, and they're going, wait a minute, this isn't matching up. That's what happened to me. But it happened many years ago when I knew very little about DNA testing. And my niece was the one that said, Aunt Leslie, something's just not quite right with our DNA test because you're coming up as my cousin. And so if you know some about the DNA testing, I should be showing up as a pure aunt to her, but I was showing up as a cousin. And so oftentimes when you see those discrepancies, that means that I'm not her full blood aunt. So there is somebody else in the DNA, in the genetics, that's causing a mix up in that, or a variance. And that happened many years ago when we took Ancestry. And so as time went by, I knew something wasn't quite right, but I didn't understand what I was looking at, and I was busy and I just didn't pay attention. And like a lot of people say, oh, the DNA, it's so back then it was really just in its infancy, truly, of us understanding what was going on. And now it's just become so much more sophisticated, and I think that's one of the reasons we're seeing so many more of the variances show up. And the more people that take the test, the more accurate it's becoming as well. So that's the best way to kind of explain it.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. It just blows my mind how you can do that. Years and years and years back, this blows my mind. I think it's unbelievable. I watched that show. Again, I know I should have brought this up, but the black gentleman who does the research for all of the stars and stuff like that, they go do the genealogy test.
Yeah, it's in your roots. It's
yeah. I was just watching that little.
All about your roots.
Yep, I watched a little bit of that this weekend because I know I was talking to you today. And It's just amazing how deep they can go back. Oh, this is from 18 something. This is from 18 something. It's like, wow. So it's just really good. But it can be so emotional roller coaster that comes with finding out you're not a biological related family.
Right.
What do you say to people when they realize